Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets. We've got a packed agenda today, diving into how AI is shaking up everything from our jobs to our selfies, and taking a peek at the coolest new phones and smart glasses hitting the market.
It's truly a fascinating moment in technology. And we're witnessing these really rapid advancements, but also grappling with some profound questions about how these tools reshape our lives, both personally and professionally. It's quite a dynamic landscape.
Absolutely. And, when we talk about AI, it really feels like a double-edged sword right now. On one side, yeah, it's delivering incredible new capabilities, making things easier, boosting creativity. But then you look at the headlines, and there's this, undeniable disruption happening, especially in the job market. So let's maybe start with some of those tougher news bits. Wired recently reported on Google laying off about 200 contractors. These were folks directly involved in moderating and improving AI products.
Right.
And what really struck me was that these weren't just entry-level positions. Many were highly skilled specialists, some even holding masters or PhDs, and they were reportedly let go without warning.
Yeah, that's rough.
Plus, these workers were apparently already raising concerns about pay and job security, even taking complaints to the National Labor Relations Board.
It's a challenging situation, definitely. And Google's clarification to Wired, it highlights a kind of nuanced point. They stated these individuals were employees of GlobalLogic or their subcontractors, not direct Alphabet staff.
The contractor distinction.
Exactly. Which, while important legally, doesn't really diminish the impact on those people. But what's truly striking is how this connects to a bigger trend. We're seeing companies actively reshaping their workforces around AI. Take Fiverr, the online freelance marketplace, for example.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
They're planning to cut 30% of their workforce, that's about 250 jobs, as they pivot towards what they call an AI-native infrastructure and mindset.
And I distinctly remember reading that the Fiverr CEO, Mecca Kaufman, he wasn't shy about it. He actually told employees AI is coming for your jobs.
Wow.
It's quite a stark warning, isn't it? Especially considering Fiverr had previously championed AI use for its freelancers with programs like Fiverr Go. It almost feels like a contradiction, right? Encouraging freelancers to use AI tools, then citing AI as a reason for, internal layoffs. How do you square that?
That's kind of the central paradox unfolding in real time, isn't it? On one hand, yeah, companies are streamlining operations with AI, leading to these difficult decisions. But on the other, you have players like OpenAI stepping into that very gap. They're suggesting more of a reskilling imperative rather than just job losses.
Okay.
They've launched a new jobs platform to connect employers with AI-savvy candidates and even established the OpenAI Academy for AI certifications. OpenAI CEO of Applications, Fidji Simmel, has this incredibly optimistic view. She believes AI will unlock more opportunities for more people than any technology in history. So it implies a shift, maybe not an end.
That's a powerful vision, definitely hopeful, but it's clearly not universally shared. The Atlantic ran a headline recently that really stuck with me. The job market is hell.
Oof.
Yeah. It painted this picture of this frustrating, almost comical loop where job seekers use ChatGPT to craft their applications, only for HR departments to then use AI to screen them. And the outcome. Often nobody gets hired. It feels like we're just building this wall of algorithms between people.
Yeah, I can see that.
And this feeling isn't niche either. A Reuters Ipsos poll found a significant 71% of respondents were concerned AI would be putting too many people out of work permanently. Even Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei famously predicted AI could wipe out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs by 2030. So it's definitely a mixed bag out there. Lots of anxiety.
Yeah, these conflicting narratives, they aren't just about destruction versus creation.
Yeah.
I think they really highlight a critical need for reskilling for everyone. The market seems to be polarizing, demanding proactive adaptation to these AI-native skills just to stay relevant. It feels like we're witnessing a fundamental restructuring of work itself.
So while those anxieties around AI's impact on jobs are very real, it's not all, doom and gloom. In fact, on the other side of the coin, AI is unlocking some incredible new avenues for everyday creativity. Proving innovation can actually be genuinely fun. Let's pivot to that brighter side. Google's Gemini app and its Nano Banana image generation feature is just exploded. #1 most downloaded app on both the Apple App Store and Google Play.
The demand for Nano Banana is truly remarkable. It's amazing. And Google gives users a whopping 100 free image generations compared to just 5 free chat prompts.
Oh, 100 free.
Yeah, it clearly shows they've identified and are meeting users exactly where that creative demand is. Nano Banana has apparently facilitated over 500 million images created and brought in tens of millions of new users in just weeks.
Incredible numbers.
And its success isn't just about fun. I think it marks a pivotal moment where generative AI has really democratized creative tools. It's like collapsing the barrier to entry, turning millions of casual users into, well, inadvertent AI artists. It's visual, fast, accessible, and crucially, you don't need to be a prompt engineer.
Right. So you can essentially take a selfie or a quick sketch and boom, turn it into a 3D figurine or like make your vacation photo look like a cool retro postcard. I mean, who doesn't want a banana version of their cat? It's pretty cool for everyday creativity, something anyone can just jump into.
Exactly. And this momentum from Gemini, it's certainly raising the stakes for competitors like ChatGPT and Midjourney. They'll likely need to respond with more accessible creative tools for the average person. It really underscores this significant shift in user preference towards immediate, creative visual AI tools. And, it's worth noting this competition is expanding. Microsoft, for instance, is increasingly favoring Anthropic's AI models for some features in Visual Studio Code and Microsoft 365 Copilot. So it indicates a really diverse and competitive AI landscape that goes way beyond just making fun pictures.
That's a great segue. Because while AI is clearly transforming our jobs and sparking these creative explosions, its invisible hand is also profoundly shaping the very gadgets we hold and wear. So what does this all mean for the devices in our pockets and maybe soon on our faces? Let's talk phones. Some critics say phones are boring now, just iterative hardware updates. But I think there are still some delightful new devices coming out, especially with this fresh focus on software and those powerful AI features.
Yeah, the hardware might seem iterative, but the software integration is where things get interesting.
Totally. Take the iPhone 16, for example. It's getting that customizable action button, plus a new camera control button for easier photo ops. Nice touches. And with the A18 chipset, it's getting Apple Intelligence. That means AI-powered writing tools, refining email tone, drafting replies, and handy notification summaries, distilling your daily alerts. The trade-off, though, that standard 60 Hz screen still feels a bit behind most other high-end phones, refresh rate-wise.
Right, 60 hertz is starting to feel dated at that price point. On the Android side, the Google Pixel 10 looked like an incredibly easygoing option. It's finally bringing a dedicated telephoto lens to the base model, which is great.
Finally.
Yeah. Along with Key 2 wireless charging and useful Magic Q AI features, like intelligently suggesting photo edits based on content or summarizing lengthy voice notes on the fly, all powered by its new Tensor G5 chip. The catch: its main and ultra-wide cameras are apparently a slight downgrade from the Pro model.
Okay, so a trade-off there, too.
But if we connect this to the Pixel 9a, which offers an impressive 7 years of software updates for around $500, you can see Google really aiming for value and longevity across its whole line, not just the flagships.
7 years of updates for $500? That's huge. Almost an eternity in phone years.
Exactly. It reminds us that sometimes the best tech investment is one that just lasts.
And for those who want something genuinely different, the foldable market is really heating up. Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 7, it finally adopted that big edge-to-edge cover screen. Makes it super convenient to reply to texts or check notifications without even flipping it open. That's a game changer for quick stuff.
Definitely a big usability improvement. And the Z Fold 7, it offers this ridiculously slim and light design with a huge, spacious 8-inch inner display. Great for multitasking. However, durability, well, it remains a significant concern, particularly the lack of robust dust resistance. Both the Flip 7 and Fold 7 are only IP48 rated.
IP48, so good water resistance, but not much against dust.
Pretty much. Which is a key question for devices you handle constantly. Dust gets everywhere. In contrast, Google's upcoming Pixel Pen Pro Fold is set to be the first foldable with a robust IP68 rating.
Ah, IP68. Now we're talking.
Right, offering superior protection against both water and dust. That's a significant step forward for foldables, genuinely addressing a major pain point.
Speaking of unique designs, Xiaomi's 17 Pro is making waves with its magic back screen, a secondary display right there on the back of the phone.
Yeah.
Seems like a wild card in the smartphone design game. Maybe for selfies or quick info. It's certainly a conversation starter.
It's an intriguing innovation. It really demonstrates how manufacturers are pushing beyond just incremental upgrades. While core hardware might seem, iterative, the integration of AI and novel form factors like these secondary screens is truly pushing what's possible, trying to find new ways for us to interact. It's less about a revolution in chips and maybe more about reimagining the user experience.
Now let's talk about wearing your tech, specifically smart glasses. MetaConnect 2025 is just around the corner, and the buzz is all about AI-powered smart glasses. They're expected to unveil these Hypernova glasses. They'll feature a small display in one lens, controlled by hand gestures via wristband using SEMG technology.
SEMG, surface electromyography, detecting muscle signals for movement.
Exactly, making interactions feel almost intuitive, and they're targeting around an $800 price point. Sounds like something straight out of sci-fi.
It really does. And Meta isn't stopping there. They're reportedly speeding up development on new Ray-Ban and Oakley Metas for 2026, pushing deeper into AI features like facial recognition and continuous background AI sessions.
Continuous background AI.
Yeah, which brings us to a crucial point.
Yeah.
How do we balance that unparalleled convenience of continuous AI awareness and these advanced features with the critical concerns around privacy? It's a tightrope walk these companies will constantly navigate, and it's a question we, as users, really need to be asking ourselves, too.
Definitely. And on the other side of the smart glasses coin, Snap is gearing up for the consumer launch of its Snap specs in 2026 with Snap OS 2.0. Imagine this. Dual Snapdragon processors, 4 cameras, including 2 infrared computer vision cameras, stereo speakers, a 6-mic array, all in glasses.
That's a lot of tech in a small package.
Right. Plus, AR features like spatial tips that give you advice based on what the glasses literally see, or a translation lens providing real-time subtitles pinned to the person speaking. That's next-level integration. It really makes you consider, could you ditch your phone?
That concept, ditching your phone and having everything seamlessly integrated into your glasses, is a powerful vision for spatial computing. And Snap's huge ecosystem of lenses could be a real game changer there. However, significant challenges remain, like optimizing battery life, making them sleek and comfortable enough for all-day wear. Those are still big hurdles these technologies need to overcome to truly become mainstream.
Yeah, battery is always the killer app, isn't it? And speaking of how we interact with tech, it's fascinating. While some advancements push us towards ever more integrated AI-powered futures, there's also this curious countertrend emerging, a return to older tech. What do you make of celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Dua Lipa suddenly making the 2016 Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS go viral on social media? People are literally clamoring for a nearly decade-old digital camera.
It's an incredible phenomenon, honestly,
Wow.
and I think it speaks to something deeper than just celebrity endorsement. This surge in retro camera popularity, it sort of transcends mere nostalgia. It signals a growing cultural counter-movement against the hyper-perfected filtered aesthetic that dominates our smartphone cameras and social feeds.
Ah, okay, like an anti-filter movement.
Kind of. There's a desire for authenticity, maybe for imperfection, and a more tangible connection to our memories that a simple, slightly grainy digital photo offers. It's raw, it's real, and it's a distinct look.
And Canon is leaning right into it. They're actually re-releasing an A version of this camera for $379. What's wild is it essentially has the same 2016 specs. 20.2 MP sensor, 12x optical zoom, 1080p video, even a mini USB port.
Mini USB?
Yeah.
Right. It really is all about that retro aesthetic and the imperfect charm of early 2000s photos. But are we really paying that much just for a specific vibe?
That's the crucial question, isn't it? Do you need to spend nearly $400 for that specific type of nostalgia? For that imperfect early 2000s photo charm, you absolutely don't necessarily need high specs or the viral name. You can achieve a very similar look, that slightly faded, raw, less polished quality, with a much cheaper alternative. Something like the Kodak PX PRO-C1 costs around $99, offers a 13MP sensor, 1080p video, super easy to use.
$99 versus $379.
It's a great example of how you can often achieve a desired effect and tap into a trend without breaking the bank. It kind of underscores that sometimes less tech can deliver more soul in an image. It tells us that what we value in technology isn't always cutting-edge performance. Sometimes it's just character. So what does this all mean for you, our listener? I mean, from AI impacting job markets and sparking creative booms, to new phones and smart glasses promising to transform how we interact with the world, and even this surprising retro tech revival, technology is moving at warp speed in really fascinating directions. It's a lot to keep up with, and it's affecting our lives in so many different ways.
It truly encourages us to engage in critical thinking about the balance between innovation, convenience, and our societal impact. Whether it's the algorithms influencing the content we see, the way AI is shaping our careers, or even what aesthetic we prefer in our photos, understanding these forces helps us navigate this ever-evolving tech landscape. So the question for you is, how do you think AI is changing your daily life? And what new tech are you most excited or perhaps most concerned about as it arrives on the scene?
Great point. Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.